Okay, guys, I'm here right now at Games From West, which is a really huge game store down in Nuns County, and I'm eventually gonna be, I'm gonna go back over. I'm gonna buy a game here. I'm gonna buy a game
And
here.
how much is the Pokemon Coliseum and the
So
XT?
they have like all these. This one's an Atari 2600.
Coliseum, I'll show you.
This one's an Atari 2600 game right here, and other cool things. And they have Guitar Hero, Rock Band games. They have GS guitars for the, looks like the PS2. A lot of PlayStation 2 ones, looks like all they have. It's like, yeah, they even have some for the Wii, but they don't have any for PS3 or Xbox here. They just have like the ones for the Wii and Xbox, Wii and PlayStation 2. These are like all the Wii stuff they have, like Wii systems, Wii balance boards, fitness, all the fitness stuff. Here's all their N64 games, like, there's so many N64 games here. It's like, they never, like, this, like I haven't been here for a while. The fans kind of odd next to me, but the last time I was here, they had two giant gaming, but it looks like they closed off their back game room for now, but they have all this cool stuff right here. Like, they have so much games here. It's like every system. And they have N64 games here. And like N64 consoles, they have the shooter guns for like other systems. And they have like TVs all around here. Like, they're not plugged into anything. They even have like computer games here, like the Japanese like Game Boy Advance, like the dance games and posters and all this. They have like all this cool stuff. They appear like up there, the Wii system, a Dreamcast, an also PS1 console. They got like everything here. I'm gonna set you guys. Well, this place is like pretty cool. I haven't been here in like every several years. They've changed it a little bit. And they don't have their back room anymore. It seems like so. But yeah, they have all these posters and games and stuff. And they have guitars, but not really for Xbox or PS3, which sucks. But they still have some for PS2, and they have the original Sony PS3 here, the 40 gigabyte PS3, which is cool. So they have Xbox Arcade and Play. Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, here's a big stack of original Sony PS1s. How much is games here? They have like almost everything here. Here's some video games,
I think
here's some
separate, right?
Yeah,
separate.
yeah. Here's some DVDs and some videos over here. So
I'm still gonna look around though. Okay.
yeah, they've got all this other stuff here, all this cool games and DVDs and stuff. And so guys, my phone, I forgot to grab my tablet. I forgot to grab my tablet or my other recording devices, so I only have 33 minutes on my camera, so I'm going to use the whole 33 minutes to make a video here. So yeah, here's this looks like Sega. These are Sega games up here. Sega GameCube, as you guys can see. They've got some PS1s and some PCs back here. Some N64 stuff. And see, they have like all those rumble packs back there. They have like all the N64 rumble packs, memory cards, controllers. They have like everything here. They have like thousands of different games here. And then over here, guys, over here they have here's some like old school, like some Sony Dream. They have some Sega Dreamcast games here. Like yeah, I might have to buy a Sega Dreamcast game if they have any cool ones. I don't see any Sega Dreamcast games here. I would buy. I don't see that many good ones here. Only one I saw was like a Sonic one, but I think I got that one already. Yeah, they don't. They've got like Sega Bass Fishing, but I don't have the fishing controller. They don't have that many Dreamcast games I would buy. I mean, they've got a bunch of PS3 stuff over here. Like they've got like all the. I'll see if they have a gold controller. I'll see if they have Sony. They probably don't sell any PS4 stuff. That's probably too new, but they do sell PS4 stuff. They've got DualShock 4 controllers right here for PS4. They've got stacks of PS4 controllers right here, but they don't have any gold ones. They just have like black and blue ones. They don't have like any gold-plated controllers here, but yeah, I might buy the radio, so it's kind of loud. So, and they've got the big original PS3s here. I've got the original big giant PS3 here, like the 40 gig ones, like the old school ones that work with all the PS games. But yeah, so back when I came here the last time, the last time I was here, they had a whole entire back room of they had a whole entire back room of stuff, but I don't think they have that anymore. So here they've got, this looks like a half. No, they've got 2 drum sets here. It looks like they've got a rock band. I'm gonna see what that Warriors of Rock. I'm gonna ask him what that Warrior of Rock guitar is for, because it could be for PS3. Okay, guys, so they have a pretty nice looking Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock guitar for like $59. It's like $60 for a Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock guitar, the one for PS3. That's like the only PS3 they have. It's open box. So if I buy that guitar, if I do buy that guitar, I'd be able to use it for Rock Band 4. I'd be able to also use it for Rock Band 4, which would be cool. That's like, they have a lot more guitars here for Wii and PS2, but that's the only one they seem to have for the PS3 or any other consoles. So they've got like all these other games back here, like PS1 controllers and games. Like they've got PS2 guitars like all over the place. See, like they even have the PS1 band set. They even so down here they basically have they have a bunch of PS2 guitars. So they've got the original white Stratocaster, the black and white Stratocasters, the white wireless ones, and then they've got, what else do they have? And they have more guitars here than anything, but they're basically for PS2. So I wouldn't buy any PS2 guitars because they have like everything back here. And like back here they have like stuff that they don't even. It's just stuff that they have like overstocked that they can't even put on the shelf. They have like all these PS1 controllers and almost everything here. And like they have like a bunch of PS2 controllers. They have like so much stuff here. They even have like the PS1 controller splitters, so you can plug in 4 controllers into your console, guys. And those are basically just a bunch of PS1 guitars there. So it's pretty cool. So I'll show you the guitar, guys. I'll show you the guitar over here, guys. So basically, it's just a. They've got the Rock Band 4 setup here, and these are some PS2. But the guitar I found, it's $59. I might actually buy it because I don't have very many PS3 guitars, and I don't like I'm not a big fan of the Warriors of Rock style guitar, just because the strum bar is just has a weird strum bar to me. I'm not really a big fan of it because of the strum bar. If I had a better strum bar, then I would think about buying it, but I might actually buy it because it's a cool guitar.
Are you ready?
No?
Not yet?
No, we're gonna be here for a while. And they've got that Dreamcast keyboard over there.
I'm getting the Nicktoons Racing for the Game Boy Advance.
And then here's some original PS1s, right? Original Sony PlayStation, so the handheld ones.
Yeah.
And they've got some like headphone splitters and adapters, cases. Yeah, so this video is going to be on YouTube later, guys. So if you guys subscribe to my channel, I might also upload it to Facebook too, guys. Anyway, they've got let's go over here, guys. I'm gonna go show you the rest of the store really fast as I go see what else they have. I'll have to go see they have like games and everything all over the place here. Here's like some little figurines and like phones and stuff.
I'm not gonna get the Pokemon one because it's too expensive.
You don't want to buy an Atari? Do you want to buy an old school Atari console?
No.
Why? You don't want to get an old school Atari console? Let's see what I say. Okay, what else am I going to show you guys? Here's some random car adapter packages. They've got Sonic Elite X. This could be a DVD or something. It's probably just a DVD or something. Yeah, these are just DVDs. They're not really games. Oh, they got Home Alone 2 on DVD here and a bunch of other stuff. And these are. I might actually buy the Lilo and Stitch game. But it's $19. Some of these games are a little bit overpriced, but they have a lot of games here. Like this is one of the biggest, probably the largest game store that Orange County has right now, and they have the original right here. They have the original headphone adapter jack for the Game Boy Advance SP. They also have a little volume knob for some console, and what else? They've got the Game Boy camera here for the original Game Boy Color. Oh, see, I have to see if these are Super Nintendo games. If these games are for the Super Nintendo, then I'm probably gonna buy the Mario Bros. 3, the Mario Bros. 3, the Mario Bros. 2, and the. No, but it says Nintendo Entertainment, so these ones I can't buy. Okay, so all these games that are here are for the original full-size Nintendo Entertainment System, so I can't buy them because they're not for the Super Nintendo, which is what I have, the Super Nintendo.
And I have a game.
And they've got a bunch of guitars here. So basically, these are all Wii guitars. Even the Rock Band one looks like it's a Wii guitar. So they don't have very many guitars here for PS3 or Xbox, which sucks. But
Do they have original Xbox games or no?
yes, they do. Those would
Where?
That'd be by the Xbox section. I don't know where that's going to be at. So yeah, all these games here. Oh, see, and they've got a big TV set up back here. It's like a really big. See, like if you guys can see right here, they have a big TV right here, like an actual TV and they have a DJ Hero case, and they've got the big the Nintendo 64 logo on here. Yeah, and they do have one system set up to the. They have like a fake Game Boy in the back, and if you look on the back of the console here, they've got one system plugged in the back, but you don't know what it is. But having a TV like this would be cool to play Guitar Hero or Rock Band on. Because right here, it's just a basic. If I turn it this way, it's just a big basic giant television, like the old school AV television. So it's not even HD. So this would be like a badass TV to just plug it in here and play Guitar Hero on it like all day, like for the Xbox or PS3. Just like pretty much just get a good stereo system, plug it in the back, get a Wi-Fi hotspot, and you'll be set to play Guitar Hero all day. I'll just see if they have. Okay, so here's here's NES games here. These are for the original Nintendo NES games that I need to find Super Nintendo games because I have a Super. Okay, here's Super Nintendo game. Here's all the Super Nintendo games. They don't have a good. And they've got over here. They've got more controllers. They've got more adapters. They've got two. They have two Guitar Hero drum sets for the Wii, and they have one Rock Band drum set that looks like it's for the Wii. And they also have a Wii. They have a box of controllers here, a box of a keyboard. They have a box just full of Kinect, just full of Xbox battery packs and Kinect systems and consoles and steering wheels. So let me see what they got for Super Nintendo games. They even have a rock. Let's check for some adapters for some Super Nintendo games. See if I got any Super Nintendo games. I mean, all the cool games that I found are for the original Nintendo, and I don't have an original one yet. And they do have a Guitar Hero Live guitar back there. Somebody turned in a Guitar Hero Live guitar, which is pretty cool. So let's see what Super Nintendo games they have. If they have any cool ones.
Are you gonna put me in the live viewing?
Maybe. Yeah, do you want to say something? You want to say something? You just type something on the voice be on there. You can say whatever you want on there.
Hi, people of the Game Viewer world.
Okay, let's walk over this way. I don't see any good. I found a Yoshi game that I might consider buying, but pretty much all the old school Mario games are for the NES, which I don't have an NES console yet, and I don't have enough money to buy an NES console right now anyway. So I'm just gonna show you some games here. And I found a Yoshi game, but I'm not really into Yoshi that much. Mario is like better. Oh, they have NBA Jam, but I already own NBA Jam. That's the first game I have from my Super Nintendo, which is cool. So, well, they've got Mario Paint. That doesn't seem very cool. It just seems like weird. Just looking for some cool Super Nintendo. I want to at least get one Super Nintendo game if I can find them. Oh, they got the original Punch Out here. They got the original Punch Out game, which is pretty cool. But that's just
damn Angry Monsters.
For what system? Super Nintendo?
Yes.
Oh, All Real Monsters. Oh, yeah, that shows cool. Let me see.
Okay.
Well, they got Tetris 2 here.
Who's that Spider-Man right there?
Oh, they've got Bust a Move. I might actually buy Bust a Move for Super Nintendo because that game's pretty cool. Bust a Move was a cool game back in the early days.
Who's that guy right there that's next to Venom?
It's Spider-Man.
Not Spider-Man's on the right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what other games they have here. I might have to ask them if they have any Super Nintendos here. That's like a price so I can come back later. Eventually I'm going to want to buy a Super Nintendo because those are cool systems, but I don't have enough money to buy one now. But here they even have big game. They even have these big Game Boy cases here. So they've got basically these cases look. So basically this case looks like where you put it's a Super NES. So it looks like you put this into your Super Nintendo console, and then you can play Game Boy games on your Super Nintendo. That's what it looks like.
Which one's for the PS4 drums?
They don't have PS4 drums here. Those Guitar Hero ones, they're all for the Wii.
Those are all for the Wii.
Yes, all those drum sets are for the Wii system. They only have one PS3 Guitar Hero, and I might buy it, but it's like $60 for it. It's $60 for a Wii, and that might be all my money being spent. So guys, so far, I found Spyro, Year of the Dragon, the original one for the PS1, and I found a that's like $30, and I found a $60 to $59 Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock Guitar for the PS3. So that's gonna be all. If I buy the guitar in the game, that would be all of my money spent, but it would be well spent.
And I found Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum, and those were 59 and 16.
Let's get a close up on his face. Let's get an extreme close up on his face. That's a little too close there, but you just got an extreme close up on my friend's face. Oh, look at Super Mario. Also, Super Mario World. Maybe I'll get that one, but I might only have enough for the game. I might only have enough for the game and the trucks. I'm gonna see how much it would be to buy a full NES console. Like at least 2 controllers and a game and a memory unit. I'm just gonna go ask them see if they have any consoles here. I'm gonna go see if they have any NES consoles here and how much that would be for a console. I'm gonna pause the video for a minute. Okay, guys, so it would be about like $64 to buy the first Nintendo Entertainment System console and 1 controller. I would have to buy a backup controller, a backup one in case a friend comes over. I do have my wireless Super Nintendo controllers, but I don't think Super Nintendo controllers would work on an NES. I can always find out if that would work, but they probably wouldn't work. They've got these body pieces here. See, they've got Mario Super Circuit for the Game Boy Color, Mario Super Circuit, and Harry Potter, and Tetris. Who doesn't like Tetris game? See, they even have an M&M. Look, they even have an M&M game for the Game Boy.
I used to have
Mario Circuit, Super Circuit. See, guys, who wouldn't like an M&M game? M&Ms are good.
I like M&M.
Why not make a video game about it? And do you see this TV? Do you see how big that TV is back here? Look, do you see that big giant TV? It's not even a flat screen, but it used to be a badass TV to play Guitar Hero on. It's like play Guitar Hero on a TV that size, yeah. They even have Connect 4, Perfection, and Trouble on here, so we're probably going to be getting out of here because we have to get him somewhere afterwards, so probably going to just buy my 1 game, and I'm probably just going to buy my 1 game, and then I'm going to buy my guitar. Like it would be cool to buy a Super Nintendo. Like I do have $150 here, so if I do buy, I probably would be able to. Yeah, I'd probably be able to buy my Spyro game for the PS1 and get my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo Entertainment console with all the money, or I could buy.
What am I saying? I can't borrow games. I mean money from people.
Or I could buy my GameStop Spyro Year of the Dragon for PS1 and get it either by I'm getting that game first, or I could either buy a $60 Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock guitar for PS3, or I could buy a Nintendo Entertainment System with all of my stuff. So I'm gonna show you some of the DS games, guys. I'm gonna go back here and show you some of the DS games back here and stuff. I'll show you all these games. Yeah. All the DS games are back here. So these are basically all the DS games here. They have you can't really see because there's too much glare on the window, but they have a lot of see, they have Band Hero. They have DS for Band Hero in here. They even have Band Hero and other games right here. So
the games that they don't have what you call it.
They've got Phineas and Ferb DS here. Phineas and Ferb with Pimp My Ride.
They have Grease.
Do you want to buy it?
No.
They've got Mario Kart. They've got Mario Kart DS. And then here's the see they have 3 stylus pens here. Princess Peach, Mario, and Luigi.
You gotta help me decide which one.
And they have, you can see guys, they have a cute stack of DSIs here. They have DSIs, DSi XLs. They have a blue 3DS, but that's kind of in bad shape. It's in the case looks damaged somehow, but.
You're gonna help me decide which game I should get.
And I've got all these games. These are all the Game Boy These are like DS games back here and other cases here. You've got GameCube cases up there. So guys, if I'm getting a spy review of the Dragon for PS1, but do you think after this video gets uploaded, you will find out whether I either got a $60 Guitar Hero, Guitar Hero Warriors of Guitar for PS3, or if I got a fully operational Super Nintendo Entertainment System with one controller. So I'm gonna this would be what would get me to buy a Nintendo Entertainment Console. At home, I have my Super Boy, which is a handheld Super Nintendo console, and I have two Retro-Bit wireless controllers for my Super Nintendo. I don't think that the Super Nintendo controllers will work on an NES console for the first one. If they do, if my Super Nintendo controllers will work on my NES console, then yes, I will buy an NES console today, because I've been looking to buy an NES console for a lot of years now, because they have the old school Mario games that I could do a lot of badass streaming on a Super Nintendo, NES console, but I'll have to see if that'll work on it, but they probably won't. They even have the Xbox 360 GoPro, whatever that is, and PS3 console too, so I'm gonna go see what I can find out about the console, and I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. If they don't, if the Super Nintendo, I might have to buy a Retro-Bit console, because they do have the Retron 5. If you guys can see on that picture up there, they have a Retron 5 gaming console, which is basically has Super Nintendos, NES, Super Nintendo, Sega, and a lot of consoles using games you can play on it. So I want to get an original NES console, because those ones were the badass original ones that first came out for Nintendo. But if I have to sacrifice and get something more expensive, like a newer version Retron 5, just so I can use, we'll be out of here soon. Just so I can use my wireless controllers, I will, but I don't know. So they even have Napoleon Dynamite here. Remember to zoom out, guys. See, they even have Napoleon Dynamite. Give me some of your thoughts, dude. vote for Pedro. They even have Napoleon Dynamite. That's pretty fun.
Mom's in the room, man. Shut up, Ted.
Is that from Napoleon Dynamite?
No, it's from Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
Excellent, dude. Hello.
We're the Wild Stallions.
We're the fucking wild. See, guys, and then here's the big Nintendo logo. All the big.
Take a picture.
No, okay. Let me see if I can get one. Okay, let me back up. Here's my friend standing next to the Nintendo logos. Give him a He's over there in the background, throwing up his gang signs on the camera, trying to get those gang signs up in there, showing where he's from. So yeah, and does they have any Xbox Ones here?
Xbox.
No, they don't have
Xbox One over here.
No, they don't have any Xbox Ones here.
Yes, they do.
Oh, they have an Xbox One console? I don't see an Xbox One console.
They don't have a console.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. I'm just looking to see what they have. So guys, I'm going to be getting out of here any minute now, because we have to go somewhere. And then, here is Super Nintendo's, guys. Here's a bunch of Super Nintendo consoles. So, I'm going to go ask one of the guys that work here to see if the Super Nintendo controllers will work on the NES first Nintendo system. And if the Super Nintendo controllers will work on the original Nintendo Entertainment System console, I will buy the Nintendo console and get that with my two wireless controllers that I already have at home. And right here, they do have 1, 2, 3, 4. They do have on top they have 4 original Super Nintendo consoles, and then down here they have more Super Nintendo consoles with some Xboxes here. So it doesn't look like they would fit. So it doesn't, from what I'm looking at here, it doesn't look like the original Super Nintendo controllers will work on the NES.
Okay.
So if I want to use those controllers, I'd have to buy like a Retron 5 gaming console just to be able to use my wireless controllers, because they probably don't make any wireless NES Super Nintendo controllers. But so I'm just gonna have to see what I figure out. So let me see what I'm gonna text my friend really fast. Yeah. Okay, so guys, me and my friend we're gonna go buy our stuff now, because it turns out that the Super Nintendo controllers are a different controller port than the NES consoles are. So I wouldn't be able to use my Retron 5 controllers unless I bought an actual Retron 5 console. So I'm probably just going to stick with and buy the PS3 guitar today. Probably just going to buy the PS3 guitar so I have an extra guitar for streaming on Rock Band 4 later on today. And so yeah, I'm just going to probably buy the Guitar Hero guitar because the controllers aren't going to be the same. So there'll be different controller ports. So yeah, we're just going to go buy our stuff now. So I'm going to end the video in a minute. Yes. Yeah, so what? Yeah?
I was going to say that you're awesome.
Why? Because I took you here?
Yeah.
Just to get the big store?
Yeah.
Yeah, the store's pretty cool.
Okay, so what controller, PS3, and the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 97
Okay.
How much is the Pokemon check-in? The new Pokemon tournament for the Wii U?
For Wii U?
Yeah.
Let me go find out.
Okay.
1 second.
I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3.
When's that coming out?
Later in 2 years, I think.
A while away.
Yeah, but 2.8 comes out this year. I'm on the last level of the first final mix of Kingdom Hearts, and I'm trying to beat Sephiroth, and he's kind of hard.
Oh, yeah.
No, not Sephiroth, Ansem.
282?
You know how to beat him?
No, I haven't even gotten to him yet.
What level are you on?
I've only done it for a little bit. I haven't gotten, like, you're talking about 1.2, right? Or what's this one?
1.5 remake.
Oh,
Yeah, the final mix of Kingdom Hearts.
okay. Yeah, I don't think I played that one at all.
But the Wii U Pokemon.
I don't think it really Pokemon. Wii U Pokemon. I think we do. Oh crap, well we don't have it.
Okay. I wonder how much is that going to be all together.
For your game, it's going to be too much for your game.
But you're going to help me decide which. Right?
Yeah, just going to be on
Wait until they lay them out so you can help me.
Okay.
Because it's fragile.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to help me decide which game I should get.
Okay, okay. Okay, so for you, so far you pointed out,
Put all those games back in the videos. Probably, I don't know, just go through everything you want. Probably go to 1,000 one, I guess. I don't know.
I've been wanting the Spider-Man and all my
So like Spider-Man one if you want.
Spider-Man
That's not
and
too much
then the
money.
Yeah,
so probably just go those.
Nicktoons Racing.
Yeah, do you want to go those two? Okay.
Yeah. And then
Those two
how
work.
much would be Tarzan though?
Those are, that's right. That's a little expensive. If you have enough money to buy them, though.
Yeah, I only have $40.
Yes, might be more than 40. I don't know. You're gonna see how much it would be.
Can I see how much it is altogether first?
Okay. Yeah, okay. You can do whatever. Okay, guys. So my phone was recording in my pocket, and I didn't notice that, guys. So it turns out that the original Nintendo Entertainment System has different controller ports than the NES console that I've set. So here also you get here's the controller. Here's the two controller ports for the NES console, right? For the Super Nintendo, they're sort of rounded right here, and then here's the controller ports for the NES console. They're like more flat. They're more flat, so it's sort of like a PS1 or 2 controller adapter. So they're different. So the only way that I would be able to use my two wireless Retron 5 wireless Super Nintendo controllers would be if I bought a Retron 5, because the Retron 5 uses the NES controller port, which is what they use. So guys, I'm gonna go get on the camera for a minute, guys. So I'm right here, guys. You guys can see me on the camera right here, and so I'm gonna be getting off now because we have to get my friend to school. See if these little whatever they're for, these are like those are just like Wii controller chargers. They're Wii controller chargers. So, and I'm gonna be getting off now. They even have the dance. Like they even have like the Wii balance boards, the skateboards, the dance boards. It looks like they even have like a wireless Wii Century bar here. It even looks like they have a wireless Wii Century bar here. And I used to have, like, guys, I got a wireless Wii Century bar for Christmas one year, and it did not hold a charge for the life of me. So, if you the actual cord Century bars for the Wii system, they have a long charger. So if you ever get a Wii Century bar for Wii or Wii U, always buy, if you need a replacement one, always go to a used game store like this one, right? Games for Master, like any used game store in your area, and buy the game, because since the wireless ones don't hold a charge and they're just not very good for what they're worth. They're not very good. So guys, hope you guys liked my little video. Hope you guys liked my 32-minute video. I only have like 1.5 minutes left to record on here before I have to upload this to YouTube just to get it off my phone. They even have Guitar Hero 2 and Aerosmith for the Xbox 360, but I don't have any. I already spent like $90 on me because I got one game and one controller. So guys, I got Spyro Year of the Dragon for PS1, and I got that was like $16. No, that was $32, and I spent $60 on a Guitar Hero guitar for PS3. I just blew up most of my I still have like $50 left over. So if I absolutely wanted to, I'd be able to buy my Super Nintendo. But I'm probably just gonna end it now, and I'll just talk to you guys a little bit later. So later.